Hey, good morning. It's Sarah from Close to the Earth IT Services, and today I'm talking about something that is very near and dear to my heart: buying used Apple products from private sellers. So I'm talking about eBay. Hey, good morning. Hi. Letgo, Facebook, one of your neighbors. Let's say somebody's selling an iPhone or an Apple Watch or an iPad. You might want to buy lightly used Apple product. Maybe you're buying it for your kid and you want them to have a smartphone, but the latest and greatest is not really going to work. So, let's see here. I'm just chatting with AppleCare now because I bought a used iPad, huge giant iPad Pro on eBay, and I saved $300. And when I looked this up on the Apple support page, this was just bought at Christmas time. It's almost Valentine's Day. So I have this gigantic iPad that is like brand new. There's not a scratch on it. It's been kept in a case. I got the case for free. And unfortunately, I can't put AppleCare Plus on it. I was just chatting with Apple support, and I can't put AppleCare Plus on it. But, I've bought so many used things on eBay. eBay is my personal favorite. Why? Because you have the kind of money back guarantee. You're covered by PayPal. I always use PayPal with eBay. You don't have to. I think that you can do other payment processes too, like Google Checkout. But I have had really good luck buying used gear on eBay. But here's my criteria, and I would encourage anyone to do the same. So you can get your money back. This is why I choose eBay and PayPal. Other sellers probably the same thing. So I just want to give an example of contrast. So I bought this wireless charger. This is like a Qi compatible charger for the Nexus 4. I bought this on Amazon from a private seller who said they refurbished it, and it doesn't wirelessly charge. It wasn't expensive either. It was like $14 and shipping. It really wasn't expensive, but it doesn't work either. So I messaged the seller and said, hey, I would like to return this because it doesn't charge, it doesn't work, and I just never got a reply. So I am not familiar enough with Amazon to know what to do next. I could probably file a complaint, but within the Amazon platform, I don't really know the steps to do that. So I prefer to give Amazon new products a skip altogether. I just hard pass. But when it comes to eBay, you're covered on with buyer protection on the eBay side, and you're covered with PayPal. And PayPal generally favors the buyer. Now, I did have a situation earlier where earlier in the year I lost my AirPods. So I bought a new set of AirPods, and then I found the original ones again. But during that time, AirPods were really hard to find. So I bought two of these. I used one, and I sold the other pair for $100 more than I bought them at the store because they had some in stock. So I found someone who wanted some AirPods, and then I found these under the seat in my car. So I sold the pair that I had used for a week on eBay. I cleaned them out and stuff. And just distracted by a pop-up message. Oh, so yeah, I had the person, I added the insurance on them when I sent them out. And I had a signature on delivery added. So it's a little upcharge to do that. But the person said that they never got the item, and that wasn't true, and I could prove that they did get the item. So when selling on eBay, you want to make sure that you're not going to get scammed either. I also had a situation where I upgraded my phone from an iPhone 6, and I sold the iPhone 6 on eBay to a mom who wanted to get her daughter an iPhone but didn't want to get the latest one. And she got a good deal. And I always take care of my stuff, always keep the packaging. So, I mean, it defrays the cost of a new one, and you can get really good deals on used stuff. So you want to check for 3 different things. You want to make sure, without compromise, that the person knows how to go through the steps of they have to Find My iPhone off, they have to sign out of iTunes, they have to log out of iCloud, and then they have to erase the device. So without question, anytime I have an device, whether it's an iPad, a phone, or whatever could be attached to iCloud, I always send the link from Apple support to the seller. And I've bought and sold many Apple products on eBay in particular, just to make sure. Also, there's a check for water damage inside the iPhone. So if you have a chance to physically inspect the device, and again, here I have an eBay special, this iPhone SE, which I use as my second phone. And this I got on eBay for $150. The catch about this, and it was new in the box, this is an iPhone SE. The catch was that it was Smart Talk only. But I boycott Walmart as a general practice in my life. I think they're terrible. But it wasn't so bad having this phone. I have to have it activated on Smart Talk for a year in order to unlock it, which isn't, not a huge deal to me. I like the pay-as-you-go for a second phone. And although I'm supporting Walmart, which I don't want to do, it's not the biggest deal in the world. And I saved $250 on this phone. Plus, activating it through Smart Talk was really cheap too. So my point is, inside of the SIM carrier, there is a little dot. And when that dot is exposed to water, it turns red. So if you have a chance to physically inspect a phone that you're going to buy, make sure that this hasn't been dropped in water, because it's really hard to repair any kind of device, whether it's a phone, whether it is a computer, if it has water damage. So if it has water damage, do not buy it. If there is there are several water damage indicators on phones, iPads. Usually they're in the SIM, or they are on an iPad with Wi-Fi. I'm honestly not sure where the damage indicator is or how you would check for it. That is something that I would have to look into. But if a computer has had water damage, it's really hard to bring it back to life. So you want to avoid that. You want to just check the case for any kind of physical damage. If someone sells you something that is not as described on eBay, for example, or anywhere you've used PayPal, you can send it back for a full refund, and you can open a dispute with the seller. If the seller gets 3 bad marks like that, they will be kicked off of PayPal. And getting your PayPal account shut down, I can't imagine anything worse than that. It would really be a disadvantage to get kicked off of PayPal. So there's a big incentive for seller honesty. So you want to take advantage of that when you're buying a new Apple product. Used. I've had really good experiences so far buying used Apple products this way. And I prefer to recycle and reuse things. So if I can buy a used piece of gear, no matter what it is, that's actually my go-to, my preference. So if anyone has any questions about buying used Apple products, please hit me up with a comment or a message, and I'll be glad to answer any questions that you might have. So I think it's better for the environment to keep these products going. I mean, especially with the iPhone SE, this does have that awesome camera that the iPhone 6s had started with. I mean, it's a high megapixel camera in this tiny little format. I use this as my burner phone for my tech support line, and it works great. I actually paid up front for it, like for 6 months of service. I think it was $40 a month, and then the phone was $150, so it turned out to be a great deal for me. Um, Another thing that we have to do these days on any phone is to lock the SIM card. You do not want to get your SIM hijacked because people can impersonate you, they can rip off your identity, they can log in your online banking if you have that, in your social media accounts. So you want to make sure that you have your SIM card locked. So I guess that's all the information I had to share today. I just woke up. I didn't want to do a live. I've been working on all these. Well, I've been working on 2 YouTube projects that are longer form, plus working, plus studying. And I'm just kind of burnt out, but I was like, forget it, man. I haven't brushed my hair today. I have no makeup on. I don't care. I need to get into that healthy habit of having AM Tech Talk. Yes. So yeah, I hope you're having a great day today. And if you're thinking about buying anything new as far as Apple products are concerned, as long as they're still in the market, like an Apple Watch, for example, I am not using this Apple Watch. I mean, I got it just so I could, I always get the new products so I can learn how to use them. And then I got this really cool hematite band for it. So I'm definitely going to sell this on eBay. And I know I'm going to have a good experience selling it because obviously I'm an honest seller. I sell things for a fair market price and I take really good care of my stuff. So it's almost like fun to pass it on, knowing that it's going to have another life and that someone's going to get use and enjoyment out of it instead of just sitting in a drawer and one day being landfill. I mean, it's such a no-brainer to me. So, yeah, buying and selling things on eBay, it does seem a little bit scary because you might think there's a lot of risks, but the seller protections are in place for you as a buyer, to really make sure that your transaction is going to be a positive one and that you won't lose your money and you'll get something that you really like. And that's been my experience so far. And I've been selling on eBay and buying on eBay since 2002. So I've had a good experience across the board. Anyway, this has been another edition of AM Tech Talk. And I'm your host, Sarah Jepp of Close to the Earth IT Services. You're seeing me on IG, and Facebook, YouTube, Periscope, Twitter. Why stop at one platform when you can just broadcast on all of them? I want to share this good knowledge with you, send you some good vibes. Hope that you have a wonderful day. And hey, join me tomorrow. I'm going to talk about a little something. Who knows what it's going to be? I don't know either. But yeah, let's talk about tech stuff. Let's do it. Let's do it tomorrow. Have a great day, everyone, and thank you for watching AM Tech Talk.